And we are back with another Femme Fatale flashback. Allison Danger making her Femme Fatale debut. Taking some time to putting some stuff out in the crowd. Allison Danger in this Femme Fatale matchup, her first ever matchup in Canada. Danger, part of the Carino wrestling family. Her brother, Steve Carino, the king of old school. Her nephew, Kobe Carino. But Allison Danger having a hell of a career, her own respects, her own rights, as one of the most respected wrestler in the independent wrestling scene for quite some time, whether it be as a male competitor or a female competitor. Twists the arm of Anastasia Ivy, who's getting a huge test, stepping up to take on the likes of Allison Danger. Allison Danger definitely not one to shy away from. Whoa. Back to the wrestling. Allison Danger trapping up Anastasia Ivy. Takes over Ivy to the canvas. Bridges over. Danger maintaining the control. Ivy gets her shoulder off the canvas. Just such great wrestling mastery from Allison Danger. Proving to be a little too much for Anastasia Ivy to handle, but as I say that, drops Danger with the clothesline. Ivy grabbing the wrist of Danger, throws the stomps. Brings Danger up to her feet. Landing these strikes on Danger. Danger reverses, sends Ivy. Oh, takes the boot. Anastasia Ivy realizing this matchup being a huge test for her and making the most of it so far. Pounds the back of Danger. Ivy sending the arm of Allison Danger into the post. Sends Danger back into the ring. Danger in some trouble, but Ivy stepping, putting her boot on the side of the head of Danger. Danger in serious pain. Anastasia Ivy just looking so calm, so collected. Looking to score the big win, setting up the groundwork. Covers. Cannot put Danger away just quite yet. Ivy goes for the arm again of Allison Danger. Danger fights back, having enough of being at the mercy of Ivy. But the damage was done on the outside. Ivy continuing to follow up by attacking the arm of Allison Danger. Goes to the body. Both exchange strikes, but still Ivy in the better position. Danger sent into the corner. Anastasia Ivy taking a few moments. Oh, moves in on Danger. Hammerlock and grabs the hair of Allison Danger. Danger throws the back elbow. Finding success with the elbows, but Danger once again grabs the hair and transitions into the reverse DDT position. Slams down Danger. Hooks the leg, only gets a 2 count. Allison Danger maybe not realizing how much of a threat Anastasia Ivy would post in this matchup. Ivy continuing to throw down strikes to Allison Danger. Slaps the chest. Danger not going to take that and fires back, but Ivy once again. Danger tried to block. Ivy still gets another chop through to the chest. And once again goes for the arm. Applied the pressure while Danger's arm was caught up in the rope. Ivy charges in, gets floored by Allison Danger. Allison Danger done playing around with Anastasia Ivy. Repeated shots to the chest. Sends Ivy into the corner. This keeps up. It might be Anastasia Ivy needing the nurse. Danger firing down the punches. Ivy has no answer for it. Drops down. Ivy hits the canvas. Danger with the cover. Only good enough for 2. Anastasia Ivy showed some glimmers of hope, but now it's all Allison Danger. Ivy fights off, attacks the body of Danger, whips her down, once again going for the arm, applies the arm bar. Danger knew exactly where she was, got to the bottom rope in time. Anastasia Ivy now, where does she go from here? Danger up on her feet, hits the body. Takes down Anastasia Ivy. Allison Danger grabbing the hair, tossing Anastasia Ivy out to the floor. Danger didn't fare too well in here earlier on in the matchup, but looking to change her fortune. Comes off, delivers the knee to Ivy. Allison Danger not spending a lot of time on the outside, brings Anastasia back into the ring. Danger covers. Anastasia gets the shoulder up with 2. Allison Danger, though, not wanting to ease up on Ivy, who surprises Danger with a series of kicks. Danger shaking out the arm. Anastasia Ivy distracting the referee, but Anastasia Ivy with trying to do something to Danger, but Danger fights her off with some kicks. Takes her over. Anastasia had the referee distracted, but cannot capitalize as Allison Danger traps up the legs, throws the slap to the back. Pulls back on Ivy. Stretches her out, applies the Dragon Sleeper. Anastasia Ivy left no choice whatsoever but to tap out. Allison Danger, victorious in her Canadian wrestling debut, submits Anastasia Ivy. All right, fans, that'll do it for this episode of Femmes Fatales Flashback. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. We'll be back later this week. By we, I mean me. Yeah.